So now let's walk through the actions. I'll try to click away from this. So let's see here. So the first action we have with the F key is going to just do a full body. So even no matter what, oh, this is actually just arms and head, sorry. So this is the victory gesture, but all it is just playing it's the basic game creator gesture with an avatar mask. If we want to do a full body salute, we press the Q key. Notice there's no avatar mask set. And it's just going to, so no matter what I do, I'm pressing buttons. And until that's done, it's just ignoring them all. Whereas again, if I press the F key, so this is just showing you I can run avatar mask gestures and it just works right out of the box, even when GC is in control. And you'll notice there's no hiccup, glitch, or anything like that. It should be perfectly smooth for both full body and for the just arms and head, or whatever, however you want to avatar mask. The other thing, E key is going to toggle MMLC. So let's go ahead and do it. You'll notice now that did shift. You notice how that wasn't smooth. And when I run, you'll see it happen. Yep, there it is. It's because we're using different animation sets. So this is actually fixable. If you want to go change your character state and add in the Movement Anim Set Pro animations as appropriate, I'll cover that in a different tutorial, or perhaps just provide a character state at some point to make that smooth. But the intent here typically is if you need locomotion when you're using the MMLC controller, that you're using MMLC and you're switching over to Game Creator for things like melee, shooter, and you don't even need to do it for traversal. That'll happen completely automatically with the traversal support plugin, which I'll show in a different video. All right, so now we can toggle the nav mesh. Let's make sure that we're actually in MMLC mode, and sure enough, we are. All right, so T key will toggle the nav mesh. So let's talk about how that works. That really just fires up. I have whether or not the player is in nav mesh mode, and then let's open this up. So I have poorly named things, disable MMLC enable. So that's actually just disabling and enabling the nav mesh control. So I have a condition, is player enabled? That's just a local variable. And if the player is enabled, then I want to toggle that Boolean variable to false and then set my input scheme to nav mesh. So then the player won't be enabled anymore. It'll be a NPC character and it'll be controlled by the nav mesh. Otherwise, I want to re-enable the player. So I'm going to stop any character follow commands that have been executed, and I'm going to re-enable the player, and then I'm going to set input scheme back to, in this case, I'll set it to input manager. So let's go ahead and see how that works. So I'll press the T key to toggle the nav mesh. Now, you notice when I use the arrow keys or try to control the character, it just doesn't work. Of note, all of my gestures, everything like that, as you would expect, are going to continue to work just fine. And so now I have the option to set a nav mesh target. So if I press the Y key, what that's going to do is execute an MMLC character follow. So if we go here, we go to MMLC, you'll see there's a character follow MMLC. There's quite a lot of actions. The docs explain what each of those actions do for the ones I haven't explained here. And so we're going to go follow. We're essentially going to go run to the cylinder up there at the top of those stairs. So let's go ahead and make it happen. So I believe if I press Y, that's what's going to occur. Now, while that's happening, I believe I have a force walk in R. So you see, I can just make the character walk. And I'm going to go ahead and switch off of, I'm going to press T to toggle the nav mesh again, so I have player control. Now I press the Y key, or the R key, sorry, and now the character will just walk no matter where he has to go. If I press it again, he can run and sprint. Now you have to separately disable if you wish to have force walk without the ability to sprint. Right now he walks, but if I press shift, he's just going to go into a sprint. But you can disable that with the input enabled as well. And that's it for this video.